Hello! Welcome to my morning monologue vlog car thing. So today's gonna be a little bit shorter, if existent at all, because I waited until I was onto the highway because I can't get any light onto my face other than the light from the other cars behind me. So I'm using my rear view mirrors as lights right now to light my face. So maybe you can see me. I don't know. I'm gonna see how it looks, and maybe this will go up, maybe it won't. But yeah, so today is the morning. It is October 21st, yeah. I didn't get it yesterday, but I got it today. So yeah, today is just a dark and gloomy day. It's 6:30 and the sun isn't even up, even remotely. So, nonetheless, it's another morning, another recording, and what have I been up to? A lot of schoolwork. Got a big project due next Monday, and I need to start filming for that, like, tonight, or else, because I'm not gonna be here next Monday. Shh. No, of course I'm gonna let my professor know, but fortunately I'm gonna be out of town. What else? Gotta start working on my 3D project. Working on a group project. I have work next Friday. It's just the snowball effect. And so I'm a little just overwhelmed. But I also just need to manage myself better. So that's what's going on in the near future for me. But in the immediate future, I'm going to the gym. Been gonna try a different workout today. Something a little bit more rigorous. Man, it is really dark. But yeah. So this morning should be fun. If I'm not in pain later, I'm not doing something right. What else? Why not? Like, I'm having a hard time seeing out my back window. I think I might just have it fogged up, or it's from all the rain that I'm kicking up. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of driving in the rain, but I don't think most people are. It's just, it starts to get difficult seeing the lines on the road. Like the lights start reflecting off of the concrete or the asphalt. And so you start losing sense of where you are in the road. It's just a lot of fun. So yeah. What else is coming on? I'm going to Ohio next weekend with my girlfriend's friend. Or no, she's my friend too. And her boyfriend, and we're gonna go hang out. I think we were gonna go to Kings Island, but then the plans changed, and now we're gonna go to a comedy club. That should be cool. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. I've never actually been to a comedy club, so I'm really excited to see some original material that I haven't seen before. Hopefully no Dane Cooks. Um, or what are the comedians called where they play off of the crowd? Like they don't have their own material. They just kind of like make fun of the people around them. I don't know what that's called, but I'm not crazy about those kinds of people. It's like that are the one-liner guys. I don't know. Maybe I have like an elitist taste for comedy now because I listen to some of the more famous comedians. But like, I'm trying to think of examples. I was listening to Comedy Central's XM radio because my dad has it in his car, and so on the way to like Ohio or Ontario, I would listen to different comedians and kind of like get a sense for what I was into, like get a better feel of like what kind of comedy I enjoyed, stand-up comedy. Oh, right. And I would always feel awkward and iffy whenever the people with the one-liners would come on, because like the jokes were sometimes funny, but they weren't like, they were really hit or miss. It didn't feel like it didn't really feel well thought out. Not nearly as much as like the like Louis C.K.'s stories or someone like that. But I remember, I don't remember his name, but it's the brother on Everybody Loves Raymond, the big tall guy with the low voice. I saw him one time, and he was one of those people where he was making fun of people in the crowd, and it was just really like negative because he took it really far in some scenarios, and it was just kind of unnecessary. It's like, okay, the tall person knows that he's tall, and now you're just reiterating that fact and saying jokes he's probably heard before that no one really cares about. And it actually, if I remember correctly, it went so badly at one point, like people were just not laughing, that he asked people in the crowd if anyone else did comedy. And this young girl came up and she's like, yeah, I do. And so she started doing a skit in the middle of his show because he just didn't feel like it. It was just unprofessional. And so, I don't know, I've seen Jon Stewart, and he's really funny. He's a really funny guy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this comedy club. It's a dinner thing, so it's like an event. It's like a wine and dine show. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I got high hopes for it. So yeah, I'm gonna be on the car ride to Ohio. I'm probably gonna be editing all of my stuff on my laptop as much as I can with my battery and trying to make it look semi-decent. Who knows? Only time will tell. But yeah, in the meantime, trying to think of what I've been reading lately. I read a lot of online articles, like on Wired, and like a bunch of gaming websites, journalists, like IGN, Kotaku. I know I'm probably gonna get some flack for Kotaku, but their stuff's quick enough. Like it's straight to the point. While their writers may not be the best, they have some good ideas every now and then. I'm trying to think. I was oh, there was this photo. There's this article on this photographer on Wired who would use a scanner, a color scanner, to scan things. But I say that and you're probably thinking like, oh, great, that's exactly what a scanner's for. Who gives a shit? No, he would take a scanner and remove the safety. I don't think it's a safety thing, but like the top half of it, like the thing you close on top of whatever you're scanning, and he would just hold it up to the image, or up to the object that he was taking a photo of or scanning. And so it would look super distorted, and it was really imperfect, and it was like it was a weird yet kind of mysterious digital interpretation of something that is static, or so like in nature it's so beautiful and colorful. It was really cool, some of the images that I was looking through. Like his first art, his first exhibition, his first no, I guess it would be exhibition, was this piece where he went around the museum just scanning things that were in the museum and hanging up the scans next to that thing. So like a window or a bench or a door or like stuff like that. And so one of his idols came in and said, keep doing this, you're on the right path, and like your message is really good, and so it really struck a note with him, and so he started taking it as far as he possibly could, to the point where he's like standing in the middle of a bunch of lilies in the water, holding up the scanner connected to a laptop to save the image. So like he needs to have some sort of desktop or some sort of computer connected to the scanner to save that image at the time, or at least that's the way he goes about it. But I'm sure there's some method where you could probably just hook up a SD card or something like that to make it work. But and then for the one that he's doing right now, he's for the exhibition, his newest exhibition, he's taking the scanner underwater. So he literally has a case, a waterproof case with a scanner in it, in this clear case with a scanner in it, like scanning like coral and reef and like fish and all kinds of stuff. And I was going through the slideshow, and some of these images looked incredible, because like you're already thinking like water, everything's a little bit distorted in a way. Like imagine looking like down into the water, like stuff's distorted if the water's not completely clear. And so the way it's like distorted in the waves that the scanner moves is really, really like, it was beautiful. Like I was really surprised, and at first I didn't really understand. I was like, he literally just took a scanner and went into the ocean with it. And yes, that is exactly what he did. And I couldn't fathom it reading it. And so once I finally got to the images, it all like came together, and I was just blown away. I'll try and link the article that I read in the description, so that way if you guys are interested and want to go see it or read it for yourself, you guys can do that. That's my little interaction with you for the day. But yeah, it was definitely worth the read, and it was really interesting listening to him talk and listening to what he heard from his idol, or the person he got his inspiration from. And he only started doing it within the last decade, I think. Like he hadn't been doing this for like since the beginning of scanners. He's only been doing it for like a decade, half a decade. It was really some really good work, and it just goes to show you that art is everywhere and in so many different forms, and there's so many different ways to produce art, and everyone thinks it's with like a paintbrush and a pencil. And art is, that's true, but there's so many different ways to do that, because it's up to your interpretation of how you take an image and turn that into a message that you want to send to people. And so I really thought it was cool. It was really a good idea. While as simple as it was really beautiful. And so, yeah, that's my little spiel for the day. Apologize if this is a little bit shorter than you're used to, because there's so many of these things that I've done. This is the third one. I talk like I know what I'm doing, because I don't. But yeah. Oh jeez. Alrighty. So I made it. It's still raining. The sun still isn't out. You probably can't even see my face right now. I'm gonna be really disappointed if I can't use this. Alright, well, it's been a fun ride. Thank you very much for joining me on this. As always, have a nice rest of your day. And take care. I'll see you later. Adios.